Shortland Street.
I would like to negotiate further DHB funding so I don't have to cut services.
If you want the neuro contract, you need to make cuts.
I have made the very difficult decision to close the emergency department between the hours of 10 p.m. and 7 a.m.
You close this down and people will die. Your call.
Congratulations. Quite a coup.
What are you talking about? Pat yourself on the back, Rachel. I know how much you've done on this.
Yes, and I really appreciate it.
If you'll excuse me, work calls.
It's calling me too.
Yeah, see ya. Look, I understand your frustration. In a perfect world, we would have ED full-time, we'd have a neurosurgery contract, a limitless budget, and all the new gadgets. But, mate, you have to give and take.
You're just taking away a lifeline for hundreds of people in the community. You remember Community Callum used to be very big on that.
Central's ED is well equipped to handle any override.
If people get there in time. That Burns patient last night wouldn't have survived if he had to travel to Central.
Look, your concern is commendable, TK, but this is not your battle.
Someone needs to speak up.
OK, well, Maxwell is the head of ED. If you've got something to say it to him. Look, you need a decent sleep. You've been working all night and you are exhausted.
Finally, I'd like to thank the Kendall Organisation and the wonderful association Families Living with Asthma. Their support of this tour has been invaluable. Thank you.
Your passion is inspiring, isn't it? Makes you feel like you can really make a difference.
Yes, certainly does. Hey, why don't you tell me a bit more about how Jasmine's
back in a sec. I just need to pop to the ladies.
Hello, nice to see you again. I was just saying what an inspiring session that was. Professor Hammett is a real find, and you really must be applauded for supporting his work.
And how's
Oh, sorry to interrupt, but did I see the Ombudsman here just before? I could have sworn it was him. Really? Yeah, I mean, I haven't actually met the Ombudsman, but if it was him, then he...
I'm so sorry to interrupt, but do you mind if I steal these two for a moment?
Sure.
I'd love for you to meet my colleague, Professor Oster. She has some questions about the other work you've been supporting.
Of course.
We'll talk later. Great. That was quick.
You have to develop good exit strategies on the conference circuit. Otherwise, you get stuck talking to people you don't like. Making up stories about an ombudsman you've never met. And isn't here, clearly.
I need to work on that, clearly.
I can give you some tips if you like. Over a coffee, perhaps? As long as you can suggest somewhere where it doesn't come out of an urn.
I can, and it's my shout. I owe you for rescuing me.
If you insist. Shall we go?
Don't you have to stay and schmooze?
I don't think schmoozing was specified as part of the contract. Come on, let's get out of here while we can.
Hey, you. I have got masses of prep to do. I don't think I'm going to be able to take the afternoon off.
Okay.
I'm going to put the hard yards in at the moment, you understand?
Of course I do.
You okay?
Yeah, it's work. I get it.
All right, then.
Isaac, do you like me?
What sort of a question's that?
Oh,
Of course I like you. How could you doubt that?
us getting together, it happened so quickly. It was kind of out of the blue.
Why are you worrying about this now? Has someone been giving you a hard time? A jealous ex, perhaps? Don't listen to Brody.
He was just looking out for me.
He can't cope with the fact that you've moved on. He wants to drag you back to his level. You can do way better than him, and deep down, he knows it. Look, I suppose I can't blame him for wanting to hang on to you. You're sweet and caring and adorable. Who wouldn't fall in love with you?
Do you mean that? Because I think I'm falling in love with you, Isaac.
Me too. Sweetheart, I've really got to get started on this prep. We'll talk tomorrow, okay?
You meant to be home sleeping.
I walked through the door and the phone rang. Who can sleep after that?
Yeah, what's the rumour?
That Central's neurosurgical services are being transferred to Shortland Street. That we have the new contract.
Correct.
That's great.
Well, don't get too excited. They're going to pay for it by cutting Edie's hours.
What?
Open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Closed overnight.
They can't be serious. Do they have any idea how many acute patients we see overnight? Where are they supposed to go?
Central, apparently.
Well, that Burns patient last night would never have made it to Central in time.
That's exactly what I said, and I got told to shut up, basically, because I'm not the head of ED, so my voice counts for nothing.
And how convenient that Maxwell is not here right now. I bet that was Rachel's idea.
No, Callum was leading the charge on this. Rachel was very quiet.
Well, that's something. At least you can talk to Callum without getting your head snapped off. You are going to talk to him about this, right? Maxwell or no Maxwell, we have to do something.
Not if I see you first. I can't wait either. Love you. Bye. Hi. I left this behind. My girl rang. She said to say hello, by the way.
Oh, say hello back next time you see her.
I will.
Isaac, yeah, you dropped this.
Oh,
Well, which one did you think she'd like?
this one. Simple, but not too flashy.
You have good taste.
I'm a Worthington.
Indeed you are.
But I might have to lower the family standards a bit, find something less pricey. Bella won't mind. In fact, Bella doesn't need to know how much it cost, right?
You're seriously planning on proposing to her soon?
Oh, I seriously want to, but I don't think I can. I mean, call me old-fashioned, but I used to think that if I ever proposed to someone, I'd be a consultant, or at least have my own place, not live in my cousin's spare wing. You know, secure a home in case any kids come along before they're planned and all that. Anyway, I'll just have to count my pennies and hope Bella doesn't get a better offer in the meantime.
Look, I'm sure it won't come to that. Now, let me have another look.
Oh, no. I shouldn't have said anything. It's my problem. See you tonight.
It's true. New Zealand really does make the best coffee.
It's the cows.
Really? I would have thought it was the baristas.
Well, the cows eat good grass, which makes good milk, which makes good coffee. That and the good beans, obviously.
You sound very knowledgeable. Is this what your research is about?
No.
Then what is it about? You seem to have been avoiding the topic for quite some time now.
Oh, well, it's nothing compared to what you've been working on.
Oh, come on.
Really, it would be like telling Sir Edmund Hillary that I could climb One Tree Hill.
The taxi driver pointed that out to me. It's high.
Please.
I'd like to know.
I've been looking at the effects of adding magnesium to a salbutamol nebulizer in the treatment of acute asthma.
Like what they did in France.
Almost exactly like, unfortunately.
Their results showed no positive difference, I believe.
So I've read.
But that doesn't stop you publishing your findings.
No, the lack of data is what'll do that. I stuffed up. I couldn't get enough participants, and now it's too late, isn't it?
And now you have research grant providers breathing down your neck. No wonder you were so keen to escape the Kendall people. If I were you, I wouldn't worry too much. I've done some research into this area, and in every instance, the data has led me to conclude that a bottle of wine is the appropriate response.
Dr. Hammett, that's really kind of you, but surely there's someone...
I insist, and please call me Lars. Are these people licensed to serve alcohol?
No.
Then what are we doing here?
How'd the tests go?
Well, the DVT hasn't completely disappeared.
Which means you're staying with me until you're 100%. I insist.
Thank you.
Something else worrying you?
Isaac.
He worries us all.
And Bella. What do you know?
Not much. I assumed it was just a rebound thing from Brooke, to be honest, but he seems to be sticking with it.
He certainly does. He wants to propose.
You sure?
Well, I spoke to him earlier. He's choosing a ring.
Let me guess, he requested financial assistance.
Well, not directly. But the ring he has chosen didn't seem to have a price tag.
He's after the money. Or at least 30,000 of it, probably more.
Well, that's what I thought. But surely he wouldn't string a girl along like that in order to get his hands on some cash.
Isaac does love the trappings of status, and they don't come cheap. Look, I don't really know what's going on. All I can say is I haven't heard Isaac talk marriage before, so maybe it is the real thing. Bella is a lovely girl.
Well, I have no concerns, and I shan't judge in haste.
Neither shall I.
Is grass the reason for New Zealand's excellent wine as well?
I think the fancy term is terroir.
I stand corrected.
Sorry, it's just that you're this internationally renowned genius medical guy, and apparently I know something you don't.
Don't beat yourself up over your research. Magnesium was a good area to look into. The fact that somebody pictured the post says more about who's got the money, not the ideas.
That's very kind of you.
It's the truth. You can always find money.
You don't seem to be short on good ideas.
If you're serious about asthma research, stay tuned. There's going to be a huge breakthrough coming up over the next few years.
Really?
Asthma treatment's never going to look the same.
Wow, that's a big call.
It's a big deal.
You sound like you've got some inside info.
I know the guy doing the research. I know him pretty well.
What, you?
I've cleared my diary, late lunch, you and me. I'll text you.
Okay.
Oh, don't tell me that having the man of your dreams isn't all it's cracked up to be. You ruined my illusions about love.
Well, it's not really love if only one of you feels it, though, is it?
Oh, how do you know that's the case?
I kind of blurted it out before, and all he could say was, me too.
Oh, awkward.
Yeah, it's my own stupid fault. It's way too early. I shouldn't have said anything. On the other hand, given I did say something and all Isaac could say was me too, maybe Brody's right.
What did Brody say?
That Isaac isn't good enough for me.
Oh, and don't tell me it's Brody who really loves you.
Have I told you this already?
No, it's classic ex strategy. Sabotage 101. He wants you back, so he's trying to stuff up your new relationship.
Yeah, but if Isaac can't tell me he loves me, what does that say?
A, like you said, it's early days. And B, boys can be a bit useless about expressing their emotions.
He doesn't have a problem expressing them with other people. He just clams up around me.
Men are a mystery to us all. There's only one thing you can do.
What's that?
Talk to him. Find out where he's at. It's better to know than wonder, right?
This is taking ages. Why don't we just do one of those old-fashioned petitions? You know, pen and paper, we, the undersigned, etc.
No, this looks way more professional. Right, now how do I drive it?
You just put down your name and the address and pass it on.
Too easy.
No problem. Although I don't know why you're bothering. The suits just end up doing what they want.
Now, what kind of attitude is that?
The beaten worker attitude.
Can't you see how this sucks? ED is going to be closed all night, from 10 p.m. till 7 a.m.
Yeah, why do you guys even care? Doesn't it mean less night shifts?
You know, the man has a point.
Yeah, he does. And I'm sure there are a lot of staff that feel the same way, but not me. Now, one more tiny favour, Daniel.
Sure.
Can you forward me your contacts list through to my email, pretty please?
For the HAs?
For the media.
I don't know. Sophie lost her job because she gave me those contacts.
Well, this wouldn't have anything to do with Sophie.
Oh, nah, it's cool. We don't want to make things difficult for you.
Yeah, we can get them ourselves. It'll take longer, but we'll get there.
You know the worst thing about computers? If you leave your emails open with all the names and addresses, people can just walk past and see them. I really must remember to log off next time I need a loo break.
We owe you big time.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, the northerner. Okay, email is GaryG at...
No, hold up.
At northernpapers.co.nz.
I've decided, if you really want to propose to Bella, money shouldn't be the problem.
Are you saying...
And you're a man, and it's time I let you be one. And far be it from me to stand in the way of true love, or a well-drafted prenup.
Uncle Garth, I can't tell you how grateful I am.
Not at all. How much were we after?
Let me know what I've got to work with.
Well, I thought 30,000 would be adequate to purchase an engagement ring. 40 max.
That's in the right vicinity.
Bella will be, how does Harry say it? Wrapped.
That's what I'm hoping for.
You okay?
Touch of heartburn. I'll be fine. Give me a few moments, I'll even be ready for dessert. That creme brulee sounded pretty good.
I don't think I can stay for dessert.
Don't tell me you're watching your weight.
I'm feeling guilty about my research project. I've been skiving off all day.
You're going to carry on with it.
I have to show the committee something.
You should cut your losses. And definitely have dessert. We could take it back to my hotel if you like.
If I like?
That came out wrong. We could continue our work talk in more relaxed surroundings. That's all I meant.
Thanks, but I should go.
It was a pleasure meeting you, Brooke. And I wish you all the best with your research.
Thank you. Let me get the bill.
No, this is on me. Thank you for a lovely day.
Well, no wonder you took off in such a hurry. You were hobnobbing with the VIPs.
Did you get my text?
Yes, I passed on your apologies to the Kendall people. They said to say they were sorry to have missed you and they're very excited about hearing your report. I think they were also pretty impressed you were looking after Dr. Hammett, so extra brownie points there. Well done.
Yeah, yay me. We need to deal with this now, sorry.
Straight to the heavy artillery. No, hey honey, how's your day been, to ease us into things?
Oh, some things were said today and some things were not said, and I think we need to have an open and honest discussion about all of those things.
Right, okay. That's what you want?
Oh, don't worry. It's just a little chat about where our relationship's at and where it's going. We'll sort it out. I'll be back in a sec. You sort us a table.
Sure. Please, talk to me. If I have one more inane conversation with Bella, I think my brain is going to melt out of my ears.
Wow, it sucks to be you.
You know I'm doing this for us.
Really? So you're shaking Bella on my behalf, are you? Well, don't feel you have to, because she's not my type.
She's not mine either.
Well, you know what to do.
I can't dump her yet. Garth is being an absolute miser. I thought I'd won him over, but all he's willing to give me is a measly 30 grand. And with that, I've got to buy the lovely Bella, an engagement ring. Meet me after. This whole charade is doing my head in.
Good.
Please?
Lars, is that offer of desserts still on? I think my research can wait until tomorrow.
Excellent. If you're sure.
Isaac, this is Dr. Lars Hammett. He's an international authority on asthma research. This is Dr. Isaac Worthington. He's hoping to become a consultant on his second attempt.
Pleasure to meet you.
You too.
Isaac and I are done. Shall we go?
Hey, how's your morning?
It reminded me as of you two raising an army. Otherwise, it was good.
Wait. No, what time tomorrow? That would be perfect. Yeah, I'll see you then. Yeah, bye. Interview with the Northerner.
Yeah. Tracy, what did I say about not doing anything without me?
Oh, we've got brains.
What about Callum?
Oh, that's debatable.
I mean, have you talked to him, got all the facts?
He'd only try and shut us down.
Look, you need to keep this professional. Start with the proper channels, starting with Maxwell, the boss of
well,
ED.
we've already got Channel 8 on board, so,
Tracy, I'm serious.
So am I. What are these proper channels? A string of politely worded emails that take forever and achieve nothing? We don't have time for that, and you know it.
Okay, come have a read. I think it needs an edit.
It's good.
I feel bad getting you up here on false pretenses.
Sorry?
No creme brulee. What kind of hotel doesn't serve creme brulee on their room service menu?
Well, I'm fine with this, thanks.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So what are we going to do about your research? What's your plan?
Hand over what I've got and hope for the best.
Why don't you forget the magnesium angle? See what else you've got.
I don't have anything else.
But you have all the patient data.
I'm not sure I'm good enough to spin those results.
I'm good enough.
That's very kind of you, but even if you really wanted to, I don't have any of the information with me.
Or I have a few spare ideas kicking around.
You want to give me one of your ideas?
Those Kendall people look pretty eager to see something. Let's throw them a bone.
I don't want to sound ungrateful, but isn't that kind of unethical?
If I'm happy for you to put your name on one of my theories, then why should anyone else have a problem? Why should anyone else know about it?
A whistleblower. I would never have thought that of you, TK. I've just had the Northerner on the phone.
It wasn't me.
But someone from this hospital, though, and judging by your lack of surprise, I'm guessing you know who.
Yeah, some of the staff are unhappy with the proposal and they've chosen to voice their concerns.
And you think it's an appropriate way to do it?
No, I don't actually. I advised against contacting the media, but I understand they feel very strongly that ED performs an invaluable service and shouldn't be compromised.
Look, I need to know this is under control. There is more at stake than spinning the media. This is the future of the hospital.
I know that. I don't think you do.
I'm sorry?
You've forgotten what it's like to be a real part of this hospital. To deal with patients and staff every day, not statistics and throughput figures.
I was a patient here.
I know that, which makes it even harder to understand how you could make this decision.
Look, you don't get to tell me how to run my hospital,
to
friend.
make the bottom line and secure your own position. I wouldn't have thought that of you, Callum.
I know that girls always want to overtalk things and boys always undertalk, but somewhere in the middle is the Goldilocks zone.
The what?
The Goldilocks zone, where everything is just right.
Of course. How could I not know that?
So, today, for example, I said something to you and you weren't able to say something back. Well, you did say something back, but it was kind of non-committal. Not that I'm asking you to make a commitment, but I think we need to address that.
What exactly?
Oh, you don't need to be scared. Just talk to me, please.
I just saw Jeff come in.
Who?
Dr. Hanson, I need to see him about a patient.
Now?
It'll only take a second.
Oh, I suppose I should be proud of you for being so conscientious about your patients.
That pesky Hippocratic oath. No respect for lunch plans.
I understand. Don't be long.
Look, I'm so sorry. I was just taking a quick look.
Brooke, relax. I offered you my ideas, and that's exactly where they all are.
Look, I could never take one of your ideas.
Let's figure out how we're going to do this. I can give you one of my theories. Not the big one, but something that would still make your name on the international scene. I know I'm no Brad Pitt, but I'm a good guy. I'm offering to help you out. All I ask in return is a little affection. Dr. Brooke Freeman, keynote speaker, researcher, grant recipient. And I'm not talking about the pitiful 25 grand that the Kendalls gave you. That's my lunch money. No. You could hit the big time tomorrow. So, what do you say?
Tonight on One, Primetime investigates the increasing number of deaths on farms in Ireland. That's at 25 to 10. Stay with us now, though, for Doctors after the break.